5 years ago, the Anderson family left for Uganda, East Africa, leaving behind everything. Their friends, family, and beloved North Creek Presbyterian Church. But now, they're coming back.
For a year.
Muli Mutia!
Greetings from Uganda.
For those of you longtime North Creekers, we're excited to see you again in a few months. For those of you who are a bit newer, like the last 5 years or so, we're looking forward to meeting you and getting to know you. I hope you enjoyed the epic intro, but in many ways we didn't leave you behind. As we serve the orphaned and fatherless children here in Uganda, you're here with us, loving them and serving them too.
Thank you for all of your encouragement 6 years ago when we sensed God calling our family to a foreign mission field.
Thank you for sending us out to Uganda.
And for all of your prayers.
And thank you for sending the North Creek youth team here last year.
Thank you for your emails, letters, and care packages. And thank you for your love.
Thank you for supporting us financially through the Mission Strategy team.
And to all of you who individually support us.
Thanks also for raising funds to help build playground equipment. And build a basketball court.
And for helping send our family group to camp. And for helping to build a house for Lawrence and Emmons' grandpa.
We're also so thankful for our sending team, which has helped us in so many ways through the years. They encouraged us to communicate with you and to introduce ourselves or reintroduce ourselves to you. They also wanted us to let you know a little bit about the work God has allowed us to join Him in here in Uganda. As you saw in the photos, the kids have changed quite a bit over the past 5 years. Hopefully, Tiff and I haven't too much. Maybe a little grayer and a little thinner. Coming to a bookstore near you, the East African Foolproof Diet. First, move to Uganda, then have a doctor tell you you can no longer eat gluten and sugar. The perfect way to lose that extra 10 to 20 pounds.
We're all excited to come home to see family and friends, but we're also struggling, leaving our family and friends here that are in Uganda. Our supervisors here have encouraged us to take this time. It will be important for our children to have some extended time in their home culture before we return to Uganda. Brevin, our oldest, is now 17, and among other things, looks forward to participating in homeschool debate next school year. Lord willing, we'll be taking him to college before we return here in the fall of 2014.
Jensen is now 15 and will be attending Jackson High for his sophomore year.
Kasana is 12 and will be homeschooling with Kynan and Tegan.
Kynan is 9 and Tegan is 7. The theme verse here at New Hope Uganda is Psalm 68, 5 and 6. God is a father to the fatherless and brings the lonely into family. Our first responsibility here as a staff member at New Hope is to be a parent. And with over 600 children in our direct care and many more who still consider us parents now as young adults, it's a big job. But God gives us the strength to try to provide His love in a tangible, real way on a daily basis. The nearly 90 Ugandan staff and 30 Western staff who serve here have chosen to give what God has given to us back to the children.
God has given us many opportunities to provide parenting to several children. There are some that live in the community with relatives that God's brought into our lives. Faith, Sam, Rogers, and Isaac have all lived with us at different times, and we've become quite involved in their lives and with their relatives. We also have been involved as aunt and uncle with the Wooster family group since we first got here. These are the children who live here full time.
Coaching basketball is the third main way we've become involved in children's lives as parents. When we go to a tournament, it is a family affair, with me coaching, Tiff serving as one of the team moms, Brev and Jens as players, and the rest of the clan as fans. This avenue has provided some wonderful context for talking about life, character, and what it means to glorify God in whatever we do. 1 Corinthians 10:31.
Each of the young people that God has brought into our lives suffer from the same sin nature we all have. But they also have the added wound of feeling abandoned by one or both of their earthly parents. This often means that they've gone for years without any parental input. They're merely surviving, not thriving. As time goes on, God is helping us to reach the hearts of these kids. It'll be really hard leaving them for a year, but we know that others will step in and fill the gap. As far as Tal's day job, he serves as manager of New Hope Uganda and as manager of Kasana Children's Center. That means he is responsible for providing oversight for the running of Kasana Children's Center where we live, but also for Kobwin Children's Center, 7 hours to the north, and Musana Camps, 5 hours to the southeast. Among other things, he's directly responsible for the organizational goal setting and budgeting, major financial decisions, staff evaluations and personnel decisions, ministry communication through New Hope's website, newsletters and email contacts, and for communication with our Ugandan board, our American fundraising board, our Canadian fundraising board, and partners in the UK, Germany, and elsewhere. He also spends a fair amount of time working on fundraising. The managers of Kobwin and Musana camps report to him, as do the department heads at Kasana Children's Center, which includes child care, education, security and estates, the clinic, teams and visitors, and our enterprise businesses. He reports directly to New Hope's founding directors Jay Dangers and Jones Bikimi. While in the States, Tal will continue to do as much of his job as possible remotely and hopes to visit at least twice.
God's call for us to come to Uganda was very clear 5 years ago. At that time, we committed to come for 3 years. Today, we still feel that call just as clearly, and we consider ourselves here indefinitely, for as long as God wants us to be here. We are humbled by the prayers, encouragement, and financial sacrifices so many of you have made to enable us to be here. Your participation in the life-giving spreading of the gospel to the least of these here has made such a difference. We look forward to being back with you and sharing so much more of what God is doing here. We'll see you in a few months.
Katonda abawe omukisa. God bless you.
Everyone.